one particular boy band from Scotland. In their prime, the Bay City Rollers were hailed as the biggest thing since the Beatles. Every teenage fangirl had their favourite. On lead guitar was Stuart Wood.
He just came along at the right time. I mean, the music scene then was sort of heavier, but quite serious. And, we were like a breath of fresh air.
On bass, tartan heartthrob Alan Longmuir.
Never ever realised how big it was going to be. We just thought we were just a wee band. It was great.
And for many, the poster boy was lead singer Les McEwen.
Happy smiley faces, boy next door kind of image, kind of drinking milk, don't smoke, don't have a girlfriend. All the elements you need in a boy band.
By 1975, Britain was gripped by roller mania, as these 5 young lads from Edinburgh became teenage heartthrobs, spawning their own TV show and a tartan fashion craze.
It suddenly became, it just went bananas. The hysteria all over the shop. You couldn't stick your head out the window without creating havoc.
When you see them on stage, just scream.
It was actually bedlam, and there was maybe 100 girls outside my house every day.
Oh, it was terrible having all these women throwing themselves at you. Don't know how we could have handled that. It's terrible.
But after 3 years and 9 top 10 hits, the Bay City roller coaster hit a dip. To the outside world, they were millionaire superstars, with the world at their feet.
Nobody, not even the Bay City Rollers, knows just how much they're earning from the mania they've created. Some of the richest boys next door there's ever been.
But the band wasn't as well off as everyone believed, and was soon in dispute with their record label over what they claimed were millions in unpaid royalties.
We found out that we weren't getting paid for things, and you're fighting against lawyers and accountants and things like that. And these guys know what I call parasites,
It was a disaster. It all dried up. The payments for my house in Scotland all stopped. The next thing, the people were there to throw me out and my family out in the street. I had no money at all.
By the mid-80s, the Bay City Rollers as we knew them were no more. Drummer Derek Longmuir became a cardiology nurse, while brother Alan was able to fall back on the handyman skills he'd learnt before his pop career.
I went back to plumbing again. I've done loads of stuff, joiner work, and I've done concrete work, I've done different stuff. I had to work because we were never getting paid or anything,
Guitarist Derek Faulkner continues to perform, while Stuart Wood has also stayed within the music business.
I've never stopped playing music or been involved in the music industry. I've got a record label, I was recording, and I couldn't do anything else.
Meanwhile, lead singer Les McEwen made a comeback in the early 80s, but his attempts to forge a solo career were hampered by a string of personal problems.
I just went into a kind of free-fall kind of period, too much drinking, which turned into extreme too much drinking. I barely got, a good review back then, and people just wouldn't bother even writing about me. They just said, what a state. I eventually got almost forced to go to see the doctor and do blood tests and all that stuff, and he said, you might not see Christmas, Les, that kind of thing.
But with the support of wife Pico, Les managed to overcome his addictions.
I went to rehab, and that's the best decision I made. I stayed there for 4.5 months and got myself back together again.
For Les, Alan and Stuart, life today is very different from the days when they were chased down the street by hordes of screaming girls. But the story doesn't end there. Last November came the announcement every Bay City Rollers fan had been waiting for. A reunion was at last on the cards.
It's nearly 40 years since the Bay City Rollers were at the height of the fame that eventually broke them up. And now for the first time, 3 of the original lineup are back on tour.
There you go, pat yourselves for the Screaming Girls.
And tonight we'll be alongside them on stage as Les, Stuart and Alan play an emotional comeback gig in their home city of Edinburgh.
Long time since I've been down here,
Isn't it great?
Ah, right.
We're going to relive our childhood, our teenage years.
I think it was always going to happen, and it just seemed the right time to do it. You know, it's almost like the last chapter of the Bay City Rollers. You know, if we're going to do it, let's give it a shot here. You know, that would be a nice way to end, rather than what kind of happened all those years ago.
Here it is, front door.
It's not just the band who are reliving their teenage years. Tonight the Tartan Army is out in force and ready to party like it's 1975.
Never thought I'd see this day ever. The whole world would just go crazy. Followed them for 2 years. Never ever once gave up on them.
It's super special to come back here to 2 sellout shows, because I personally have avoided playing Edinburgh, and I don't know why. It might be a little kind of fear that I've got of failure or something in my hometown.
It's great to come back again because it's like going back in time.
There's the crowd, there's all the tartan, the sea of tartan, literally. You know, it's brilliant, they're all getting right into it.
When I go out on stage, I see happy faces. Everybody's, you know, wants to have a party. Come on, make us feel like they're 13 again. Come on, Les, you know. The noise is unbelievable. It was like goosebump time. It was really good.
Somebody should have had bra. You know, it's so odd, and I just stuck him on the mic stand. It's just funny. It's just carry on, you know.
The audience, they're loving it. They're having a great time. It's brought back their youth, and it's the same for us. We're up there. It's bringing that back. I feel like 16 again.